The other person who's walking around with a phone on the ground floor.
There's another person down there?
I guess, I don't know, Dad said he had a spare main camera. I guess it's that one now?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
And we won't have a battery pack for that, I don't think.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let this thing run and just see if it overheats while it's plugged in.
Okay. It was also in direct sunlight in
Yeah,
that window over there.
that doesn't help.
Okay. Dad just made it down. He's very jumping jacks.
Where'd you watch it dance? Hey, look at that. Where'd you find that?
In a box.
Oh, looks like it's just photo.
Well, they had a menu choice, but it didn't have video as a menu choice.
Okay, so the tablet is actually further behind than the main camera.
So, that was the other way around before.
It was the
The
other
main
way
camera
around
was-
before, but the tablet is now lagging significantly behind.
Okay.
Because watch.
Do you see any quality difference?
Not really.
He's gonna get himself tired out. His gesticulations are getting smaller and smaller.
If they were going side by side, it'd be a little bit better. You know?
Yeah.
You could probably.
I don't see any problem on this. Which?
That's the main one.
That's
So let me
the
give
original
you
feed, right?
the drum, the
iPad footage.
iPad feed.
Yeah, he's slowing down.
So that'll take a couple seconds to swap over. Is he like?
He's
trying to
doing
look
head
up to
fakes and
look like
everything.
us? Oh, he's on his way back over here.
How will I see the transition? He'll just be somewhere else?
I'm pretty sure it already transitioned. It'll
Okay.
go to like.
If it did, I see no difference.
It
There we
literally
go.
just,
Okay.
yeah.
I see no difference.
It's a split dip to black, so you shouldn't ever notice a change
Yeah.
in feeds.
No, there's no difference. Even with him moving around.
Yeah.
Actually, and this is now the iPad feed.
Yeah.
I would say this is worse because his face is not very clear. And the colors are different. You know he's getting points in my book for doing this. His stock is rising. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I won't be
don't
able to see
know
a
if
switch back now. Unless it's lagged.
It should. You might not notice it switch back.
Okay.
Because I think there was already no cars or anything going.
Yeah.
You might notice a slight change in the framing. Actually, no, I think I might have already switched it.
I don't think it's worth it. Unless you like these. It's up to you, but I don't see any quality difference.
No, honestly. You can see a little bit of quality difference when you like switch between the two right here.
Yeah.
And actually you lose a little bit of color
In the
from
iPad.
the tab. So like if
Yeah.
you like look right here
Yep.
in the sky. So currently we're on the tablet. If you go to the main camera, you get a little more color depth
Yeah.
there. And
I
then you go
noticed that
back.
when it switched over here too.
Yeah.
You actually lose definition in your face because the colors are different. So once we switched over to the iPad feed, your face was not as clear.
It was not as clear, so it was worse.
Yeah.
But the
Okay.
motion itself was just as blurry either way.
Either way.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And it
Well,
wasn't really blurry.
Yeah.
It
All
was
right.
fine.
Simpler's better then. Let's unplug this stuff. You can either restore the OBS or just leave those things in there, I guess, if you want to.
I can just, it's one button to read it.
All right.
Or we could turn these into cameras and carry them around.
No.
Or just put these into the cars and use
This
them
one,
with the cars.
this one
Wait.
overheated and shut down while I was shutting it down. And so I plugged it in because you said.
Oh, the window cam?
Yeah,
drone
this is
window
the drone.
cam? Okay.
It may have
I
been-
think it was because it was in direct sunlight.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it,
But it's still pretty hot.
encountered a temperature warning.
Yeah, I had gotten that before on the streaming, which I found you don't get when they're plugged in. Have you checked both of the car cams? And they seem to be okay?
We were doing mostly stuff with other things, so I
Are your
have
car
not
cams
checked
plugged
in a
in?
while.
Yeah, they're plugged into my car.
Yeah, still most recent live feed. Still going live. Yeah. So
See,
those
this
are-
is the problem with the mount, so that's your mount.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm saying, when I plugged it in, it changed from being facing towards me to facing, they both did that. It's
Yeah.
like when you spin the camera around, there's gotta be a setting on the phone that says, don't change the camera angle just because I spun the phone around. Cause what's happening is, I'm setting it, and then I spin the phone around
When
and
you-
put it in the mount, and then the camera
You
changes.
just need a
from-
two-person team
the
when
other
you
way.
set it up, and you need someone standing in front of the window saying like, hey, it switched, and
Yeah.
then you just double
Yeah.
tap
Yeah.
to switch it again.
Well, and again, I ordered the mounts, but that's the trouble
Okay.
with the one you brought, is you can't,
Because it
you
changes
can't
the-
touch it anymore, cause the whole
thing's in front of it.
thing is in front of it, but whatever,
Yeah.
so they're coming out okay.
Yeah.
They are coming out okay.
And
They're
they're still streaming now.
everything is still streaming.
That looks good.
Right.
Everything
Yeah,
is
it's
still
gonna be
running.
fun.
The camera, the main camera is maintaining its connectivity. It hasn't lost any connection since being on
Yep.
that system versus the old one.
Okay.
But there's no real difference between these.
Somebody out there going.
See this guy dances in front of it now.
Um,
Okay, you're straight.
Okay.
so then the only other thing that I still need to set up is I just transferred the music over so that I can put it in the background of everything. And then I need to verify that. For whatever reason, when you copy over the OBS files, it changes the desktop audio output, which is what it caused it to be muted until I troubleshot everything.
Oh.
So that's one of those things that has to be
Oh, okay.
noted every single time, is that it changes the desktop audio of what the source is for the desktop audio.
So that guy still hasn't warmed mine on this game.
I know, that's pretty weird, huh?
That's a,
There he
there
is,
he goes.
that's a 20, about 30 second delay. Cause you gotta remember we're
Because
broadcasting
it should be
twice.
12 here and then
Yeah.
12 there.
Yeah,
Okay.
so 20,
Ish.
24 total, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Are you just gonna make the music kind of loop? I heard it was just 30-second clips of.
Yeah, so
Oh,
that's
sorry.
the thing. It's only 30-second clips. I had downloaded a whole bunch of copyright-free music,
Yeah.
and
Is
Dad
this
gave
for-
them samples, and they said they didn't want to do any of that,
This is Team
even
Yellow.
though it's fully free, copyright-free
Yeah.
music.
Yes, streaming team one.
But
Yes,
Through
they're all
the,
streaming
through
one.
the pad, through the Surface.
So the Surface is streaming directly to T-Mobile.
Okay.
And then the two phones are streaming directly to T-Mobile. The drone, I think we can set up on the mesh.
Okay.
If we extend the mesh, or she can be on whatever provider she's on.
And that's just her handheld that needs to be on there, not the drone itself, right?
Not the drone itself, not that I know of.
Yeah,
We didn't go
it'd
through
be-
all the details.
Yep.
I'm assuming the controller communicates the audio and video with the drone,
Mhm.
and then the iPad just becomes a monitor, and then she's streaming from the
the iPad becomes a monitor, yes.
Yeah.
Everything else
Have
goes
you-
through the controller.
Have
Yeah,
you
so
let
it's all
the-
T-Mobile,
Okay.
except for this. So this computer, the reason we have it up here is plugged into guest, and that one's plugged in to the network.
And in case of rain.
in case of rain.
Have you let the Surface die and find out how long it lasts? Without batteries?
I ran for an hour, and it was at about 50-something%.
Okay.
So I'm thinking about 2 hours before the Surface croaks.
Yeah. So we started at 11:15 with the presentations, and then you can just go until it dies. Right?
Yes.
We're gonna be done by 2.
Or have an alternate Surface. I
Well,
guess we could
this could
copy
be the
that
backup.
configuration. It's basically the same thing.
Yep.
So we can copy it onto a USB also, and if we need to use Randy's Surface or something else,
Okay.
and go
Can
through
you
the
get-
steps of how to do that.
Would a battery pack power a Surface?
It's 120 volt,
Yeah.
so unless you can find out what the input is, and
Yeah.
maybe there's something, I don't know, we take a
Okay.
quick look on YouTube, right?
So late to buy stuff.
I don't know what the input is, it's kinda late. Yeah, the stuff, in fact, Roger, your cables, those couplers, I could not find those couplers on Amazon Prime. So they may not be here in time for the future directions meeting. The cables will be here, but not the couplers,
Okay.
so.
Well, I
I'm
can
not
swing
sure.
by and pick up some couple.
I'm not sure how much good that does. You may not need it.
Okay.
You may not need it, cause I sent the room layout, right, to you guys yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. The long cable's gonna be the HDMI cable. The laptop and your mixer are gonna be sitting right next to each other. So I don't think you're gonna need the long cables
Okay.
for the future directions meeting.
Alright.
but they are gonna need the long HDMI cable to connect to the camera.
That should be down,
To connect to the camera. Oh, at that meeting.
At the future directions.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right.
All right, so,
Do
anything
you
else?
want me to just merge all of these files into one audio file so that
Whatever's
it'll all
easier
loop
for you.
automatically?
Yeah.
Whatever's easier for you.
Okay.
And then it would just play.
It's your deal.
Regardless of what you're clicking on as a source, you're just gonna have that same.
I'll just have it the same in the background, and then I can just adjust the volume of louder and quieter depending on it. That's what you should be hearing right now because I'm testing
Dude, that's pathetic.
Yeah.
it. So that would be in the background of everything.
Did you wanna mess with the audio at all? Switch in between car audio and music audio? You want me to go out there and sit in the car and start yapping or something?
Are you going?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going too?
Yeah, they're
Nice.
inviting me to lunch.
Good deal. Awesome.
They're my friends.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah, I'll see you
this is
Monday.
where we're at. She'll be here on Monday.
You won't be here on Monday.
I will not be physically here on Monday, but I will be available by phone if needed.
Okay.
I can't imagine at this point what I would be needed for.
Where do you want me to just like meet here?
Yeah, let's definitely meet here, and then if you will finish up and do it how you like it before you leave, and then when we come in, you can just walk me through what you need to do to set it up, and we'll have people driving around and doing all that good stuff.
You might want to email her the contact list so she has your phone number,
Yep.
Randy's phone number, stuff like that.
Okay, that's right, because you can't get to our site.
Yeah.
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Enjoy your lunch.
Thanks. Yeah, enjoy your week off.
All right. Well, it's not a week off, but whatever. You want to push that over so I see what that looks like?
Wait, what?
Push it over here.
That.
We're beginning now, and you want to kind of do a run through or not?
I'm still setting it up. You're hearing it because I opened it here instead of here. Stop that. Okay, so let's see how loud that is. Actually, I guess I should have done it on, let me do it on the drone camera, because that has other audio. Okay, so if you were to talk there, how loud is that compared to? So talk about how far away from it you'd be in a car.